Hello everyone, I am Chimerical. I am a master tier jungler. I wanted to look at this VOD between JDG and Rogue's game 1 from Worlds this year to kind of highlight Kanavi's pathing, because I think he does something that every jungler I think should watch for and kind of look out for. He plays this early game extremely well. So I kind of just wanted to go over the VOD, kind of explain why he makes the decisions he does, and then highlight what he does well and why it works. This is my first time doing a video like this, so let me know in the comments if you want more of this, if you want me to go over any games in particular. I've been thinking about doing full game VODs, or if you guys would kind of prefer, maybe slightly shorter style like this, where I'm going to highlight just some specific important things. With that being said, I just want to kind of highlight some stuff before we get into the VOD. So we see level 1, we're going to watch as him, 369, and Yagao. They're all going to move into the jungle here for level 1 invade. You see right here, they're all walking in together here. So I'm going to pause the VOD here and explain basically what kind of Kanavi is thinking here. Pretty much, he realizes that Graves has really good level 1. So Graves is good into Vi. Vi really does not do much level 1. Her champion wants to start tempting blows, her W, to kind of make her clear faster on her first few camps. If you start Q, it's easily dodgeable by Graves because he always starts his dash level 1, because it just gives him the most overall DPS. So you're not going to really hit Q on Graves if you start that on Vi and you try to fight him level 1. And similar to that, she can't really hit him with her E because Kanavi is good enough to space that. So pretty much Vi into Graves is a dud level 1. And the thing with Renekton is a good early game champ, but he needs to be able to charge his rage to be really strong. And level 1, he can start W to kind of lock someone down, but it's not really that worth it for him. He wants to prefer to kind of control the wave early against Gragas and start pushing a bit. So similar to that, it's not that good level 1 because Gragas can start body slam and he's pretty happy with that. He can lock someone up for Graves. He can lock up either like the Renekton if he tries to go in, or if the Renekton, flashes and W's the Graves, well then Gragas can body slam whoever would try to follow up and basically make the flash worthless. And Graves would be able to kite it out and turn it on the Renekton at that point. And finally, level 1. Azir is not really that strong level 1. He gets really strong once he hits level 2 because then he can start moving his soldiers around. But level 1, you can just kind of walk out of his soldiers. And so because of that, he's not really that good. And Talia's really nice level 1 because her Q is just a really strong ability level 1. And on top of that, if she starts getting those empowered Qs off, she's going to start really hurting. So we have 3 check marks, 3 X's. 3 check marks for JDG side and then 3 X's for Rogue side. So basically what that means is these 3 here, because they're all check marks, they understand that, hey, we can go into this guy's top side and he can't do anything about it. We can take this, we can take this, you can take this if you wanted. But if you want to go for really efficient pathing, you can take these for sure. And what Graves will do is he can go back here, clear these, and then he can either make decision, okay, do I want to go mid-top? Do I want to path bot? Or what he can even do is he can reinvade Raptors once they're respawned, and he can go to his bot side. Because bot lane is also winning for JDG. This is also a winning matchup. So these guys are also sad. So Vi can't walk into invade because Aphelios Lulu are going to be able to defend. And Talia's going to be able to defend because she can outshove Azir level 1. So, with all that said, basically what Maurang has is he has his blue side quadrant. That's all he can do, guaranteed, in this early game. You're gonna see they're gonna walk in here. I'm gonna speed this up a little bit. Hit the wrong button. So Kanavi's gonna take his red. Malrang knows he can't do anything about it. Kanavi goes wolves. They'll see him on vision. I mean, at this point they know where he is, but Malrang understands that he can't really do anything to answer this Graves. He can't like walk into his red side and start taking his jungle. So it's information, so it's not useless, but it doesn't really change what Malrang can do at this point. And now Larsen's pressured off the wave, even though he's level 2 to Yigao's level 1. And Kanavi knows that this Vi can't go into her top side now, because they saw him. There's no reason for her to go up there, other than the coin flip gank, which isn't going to happen in that top matchup. So what he's going to do, he's going to walk to his bot side here. Sees the pink board. He's going to clear it. And now what he's going to do is he's going to match the Vi's clear, basically. So look at his position on the map now. This guy is down here in the bot jungle, matching this guy. Because he knows that Malrang can only go bot, or he can only go mid here. That's basically his only play right now. Once he finishes his blue buff here. Otherwise, it's just this guy resets and does nothing while Graves gets to full clear and get a lead on him. So Malrang at this point is basically freaking out that he has to do something in this early game, because otherwise Graves is going to start cycling his topside Raptors specifically. There's not really going to be a whole lot he can do. And so Malrang, he's going to walk into his topside, but all he has is his Krugs. It's okay. He has 4 camps, but now his pathing is really fucked, because at this point, you know, they realize, okay, this guy crossed over. Let's see, did they actually have vision there? No, they don't. Okay. But Kanavi knows that if he's not bot right now, at this time right here, if we go back, like here, around this time, if this Vi is not showing up on the vision here, or here, because that's where they have vision, or these 2 circles in the map here, he's not showing in lane here, then he knows that he's not going to look bot. So he knows at this point that he's free to clear these Raptors, hit level 3, and then move up into topside and keep matching her. And all he's doing at this point is, because Graves is so strong with red buff early, he's one of the best champs in my opinion with red buff, especially early game. He knows that he can just like kind of skip some of his camps. You know, he doesn't have to be the most efficient clearer. He doesn't have to have all his camps down on bot side when he's bot side, because he can just be top instead. He can match this Vi's pathing and just be like leverage that against her. Malrang, he does his best, right? Like, this guy, he basically goes for the only play he can. But Kanavi knows that. Kanavi knows that this is the only play he can make if he didn't show bot. So he's just going to stroll on up here. He's going to start fighting this guy. Like, look at this. He just pushes him off. Forces Odo to TP. And now he gets to go back to his jungle here. And what's really nice here is because he knows Malrang has to reset. Raptors are coming up right now because he took them after the red buff. So he can go crab and straight into this guy's Raptors again. You see right there, if you watch the map here, King's on his way as soon as he finishes the crab, because he knows that Malrang has to go to his bot side here to kind of clear and like help out his bot lane, who's been really chunked out at this point. Comp and Trimby want to back really bad, and they have a wave pushing into them. So Kanavi knows that he can just go to these Raptors for free. It just goes to show like how important it is to understand not only what your champion can do, but also what the enemy jungler can based off their clear. He leaves the Raptor up there because he's not sure if he's going to come back top soon to cycle his camp again. That's why he did it. That's part of the reason why he did it the first time. He cleared the first time is because he knows that he's able to go back and cycle his second respawn. That's what he did. He knew exactly what his pathing was going to be. He knew what Malrang could do, which is either gank bot early, which he could go answer off Raptors, or he can go top, answer his gank up there, and then go and cycle his Raptors because he knows that he's winning against Vi early. And the really nice thing, I'm going to skip over this replay. The really nice thing he has, before we went to the replay, is that he knows that he saw his red buff, so he can just go back there, he can grab it, he's still stronger than this Vi is. Like, he's already a level up on Malrang, and even though he hasn't gone back and shopped yet, which he's doing now, like, he's able to leverage fights really well into this Vi right now. There's not really a whole lot you can do. Like, yeah, the gold's even, because of the top gank, but in reality, this Graves is going to be such a menace for this Vi. And once again, I just want to go back here, because I was talking over that point. He's resetting here, and he knows that his bot just went back in the lane, and our bot went back into the lane. So he knows that he doesn't need to be bot side right now, because both bots reset. So Vi has no reason to be down there right now. Plus she cleared her camps. He knows he's cycling her bot camps first. So there's a good chance she's going to end up top again. So he's going to just go and match that. And also they managed to see that she swept it, I believe. So Kanavi knows, once again, that Vi can only be here for this game. She can't really look mid too much. And the reason for that being is that Yugao still has his flash. And he has heal to kind of buy some distance right now with his spellbook. Plus, he can interrupt Azir Shurima Shuffle with his E, so it's pretty hard to look on Talia without her ult, which he doesn't have yet. So top's his only real play. If she had ult, she could look towards mid lane because she gets unstoppable doing that and all that junk. But since she doesn't, she's forced to go top here. And Kanavi knows that. He's just gonna waltz on up here. And like, he doesn't care if that Vi's here. He's just gonna go in against her too. And this is why, you know, he understood from the get-go a couple of things. He understood that he had winning level 1 top and bot, so he's basically free to invade whatever. He knows that Graves is really strong with red buff, so he's like, okay, let's go ahead and leverage red buff. Because level 1 Feloslu is not really that winning to Lucian Nami. It's like okay if you can space them, but it's not amazing. The top lane, he knows that they're winning really hard. They're top side. He's like, okay, let's go invade Vi's red. Let's make her really weak and make me really strong. And he understands what Vi's early playmaking is, as far as her pathing is. And so now he's able to go into her red buff here without any struggle. Odo is coming off reset here, so he's going to have to give it, unfortunately. But he understands that that could work. He's going to go mid now. He's going to force out Larson's flash. Now he's going to go bot side. His Vi is still not. He just dinged 6 off the mid wave. Now he's able to hover bot here in case they get a chunk enough for a dive, and also to invade the blue. Like, look at Malrang during all this. Just like watch the map here. He moves mid to basically leech XP for 6. Then he dips into here, and then he realizes, oh shit, I can't do anything to this Graves. I have to go top. He is so lost right now. This is like the fucking nightmare for junglers that early game into like these farming clearing junglers, is that you just lose your shit. And honestly, like he probably could have gotten his Gromp and been okay because comp was no mana and stuff, but he thinks his tempo is more important on the map for Rift Herald, which I think is fine, especially since he has his Emerald Blade done. And I'll basically cover up to the Rift Herald, so we don't have too much left of this to go. Now he's topside. He wants to leverage Rift here. He has Emerald Blade done. He has good vision control for the Rift here. Vi won't have her Mythic done for a while, so she's pretty sad. And now basically Rogues only move if they want this Rift Herald, because Missing just reset, so he's able to go to this Rift Herald. They have to move both bot laners to Rift Herald, and if that happens, then Hope's turbo chilling. And Kanavi has such a lead over Malrang already that he's okay giving the Rift Herald away if it means that Hope's able to get a bunch of turret plating spot. So you see that Comp has to go bot, and they have to move Trimby here. But Missing is coming as well. And Missing is, importantly too, Missing is level 6 to Trimby's level 5. I don't know how close Trimby is to level 6 because I can't see XP, unfortunately. But they realize that, you know, they have to give Rift Herald because of all that happened, basically. And this is kind of the snowballing effect you'll see from jungle and pro a lot, is if you get leads like this in jungle, you'll just see them start taking over the map in this way, and the other guy basically has to be like, okay, I have to give this, I have to give this, I have to give this. Malrang had to give his red buff, Thing had to give his blue buff, and now he has to give Rift Herald, because he's just so far behind the Scribs already in terms of XP and pathing. Because Kanavi is able to just use the fact that their draft is pretty good. So that's pretty much all I'm going to be looking at for this VOD. So let me know again in the comments if you want to see more content like this, if there's any matches or players in particular that you want me to cover. I play all roles at like Diamond 1 Master level, so I am okay with covering any of those. I just figured this would be a good first video because I found it really exciting to watch as someone who played a lot of jungle this season. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.